अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देव महेश्वर गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। अखण्डानन्दबोधाय शिष्यसन्तापहारिणे सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। सप्तसागरपर्यन्तं तीर्थस्नानफलं तु यत् गुरुपादपयो बिन्दो सहस्रांशेन तत्फलम्।
वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा शेष सहस्त्र शीर्ष जगधारण जो अवतरे भूमि भय तारण सदा सुतानुकूल रय मोह पर कृपा सिंधु सौमित्र गुणाकर कृपा सिंधु बलभद्र गुणाकर कृपा सिंधु कमदज्ज गुणाकर। Welcome to all the friends and my dear student, or I may also call my dear teacher, Pandit Vishnu Sharma, who is well known all around the world as a Go Bhakt. A teacher teaches many students in his life, but very few maintain a contact throughout their life. Vishnu is my student, that who has maintained a contact, say more than now 20 years or 15, I don't remember exactly, but a very long time. Today, I am so happy to see him after a considerable lapse of time, and I am seeing that he is doing wonderful work in various areas. In this brief time, I cannot describe the activities he has undertaken, whether it is of the seva of the Shaheed of the country, whether it is the seva of the deities of the country, of the calendar, national calendar, of Bhakti Yoga, of Jnana Yoga, of Karma Yoga of this country, any movements against the liquor, and whatever he has a long list of the activities he has been engaged. But today I would like to speak on importance of cow in our life. As a teacher and a professor of plant physiology, we learn and teach the students that this world is made up of 5 elements: Prithvi, Jal, Agni, Vayu, Akash. It is the planet Earth, it is the air, it is the space, it is the fire, and it is the water. These 5 elements are the most basic elements. And this entire universe, whether it is human body, whether it is animal body, whether this is house, whether it is tree, or whether it is the entire cosmos, whether it is Andromeda galaxies, completely made up of these five elements. And as we know that the India, the Bharat, has given this knowledge to this world, that the mother of this Pancha Mahabhut, or the basic five element, is the cow or the Gau Mata. Matra Sarva Bhutanam Gava Sarva Sukhprada. That is why we can anticipate, we can seek, we can pray, we can demand, and we can ask, we can request the mother cow to give all kinds of pleasure, joy, bliss, and ecstasy in this human life. Let us not forget that this education which we have been given through Western culture has given so many deviations on the path of Indian culture. And among those deviations, we have forgotten the importance of cow. Today we do not know the difference between the indigenous cow and the exotic cattle. And this is the juncture, this is the point I may tell you, that even after becoming professor of biology, of agriculture, it was Vishnu who told me the difference between the cow and the cattle. He was the person who made me to learn and to understand that the exotic cattle is just like a monkey and the cow is a human being. In the race of economic growth and success, we adopted exotic cattle because she yields some more milk. That's the only reason. But in that economic race, we forgot that what kind of diseases we are inviting in our house, what kind of diseases we are inviting in this body, and what kind of remedies we are forgetting. That is today we think are necessary. And coronavirus, we cannot be thankful to coronavirus because it has killed so many people. It's a different thing. But we can be thankful to coronavirus because it has taught us so many important things. And those important things are like that for human survival we need only very few basic things. Our life requirement has been shown in the mirror. What are our requirements? We do not need much more. Our earlier people, our farming community, India is an agrarian economy, we say with proud. But we forget that our farmers are ready to become daily laborers, thanks to this yojana, that the farmers are now running to the cities and the urban cities for becoming daily laborers. We forgot. So what is important today? Indian culture is not against any kind of comfort or any kind of pleasure or any kind of joy. No, it's not against. It is one of the most joyous culture in the world. But the culture, the Bharatiya Sanskriti says that become rich, become wealthy, but not at the cost of your inner happiness, but not at the cost of your inner joy. And that inner joy we can derive simply by maintaining few khejri trees, few tulsi herbs, and few cows. And the lady in the house works for the house. The man goes out to earn, return back, enjoy the family, and they pass their life. It would be very important also to thank the growth of science and technology, that it has given us some of the facilities which we could have never thought in the past. For example, whatever I'm talking today to these 5-10 persons can be transmitted at world level in few seconds. This technology was not available earlier. It was available earlier to certain yogis, rishis and munis. They were able to transmit their knowledge like that. But we've forgotten that. Now this is the science and technology that we are having today. Secondly, the lifespan, despite everything, the average life of human being in 1947 was 33 years and now it is 69 years. Thanks to the science and technology of medical science. But vis-a-vis simultaneously, what we remember that our lifespan has increased. But with diseases, we call lifestyle diseases like blood pressure. Doctors say it cannot be cured. It can only be managed. Diabetes, it cannot be cured. It can only be managed. You have to learn to live with. Now we are listening. We have to learn with corona. What is this? In earlier life, it was maybe small, but it was free of diseases. It was free, healthy, well-being, full of joy, full of ecstasy, full of pleasure. Gentlemen, what is lifestyle diseases? The diseases which are emerging from your inside. Blood pressure is from inside. Diabetes, sugar metabolism is from inside. We eat a piece of bread and it becomes a human body. A cow eats a piece of bread and it becomes a cow's body. Can there be any other mechanism in this world? Can you think of any machine which converts a piece of bread into a human body and a cow body separately? It is not possible. The most complex structure, body, machine in this universe is this human body. Let us take care of this human body. Let us take care of this human existence. Let us take care of this human survival. It is the responsibility of the humans because they have been given with greater wisdom, greater intellect, greater intelligence, and certain powers of the body by which these humans can control the things on the entire universe and this planet Earth. So this is the responsibility of the human being, and at this juncture, most important thing that we have learned through our education to manage everything from outside. If there is a disease like diabetes emerging from inside, take a medicine from outside. If there is a disease like blood pressure emerging from inside, take a tablet from outside. Whatever the problem, we think that it can be managed from outside. We have forgotten our inside. We have forgotten our inside. And this is the science and technology which has been given through this Indian culture, how to look inside, how to manage your inside. And the one very important tool, one very important method, one very important mechanism which exists today with us is the cow. By simply living in company of cow, by simply consuming certain breath of cow, by certain consuming panchagavyas, creating an atmosphere rendered by cow, we are facilitated to look inside our psyche because the modern science, whatever the growth and progress in medical science has taken place, we have only two aspects, the body and the mind. We do not know. It is the Indian culture and the cow culture which stated 1,000 years before that in addition to body and mind, there are three more sheaths in our body. अन्नमय कोश, मनोमय कोश, pranamay kosh, vijnanmay kosh and anandmay kosh. These remaining three bodies, three koshas, can never be understood by the modern science and technology. It can only be understood if you follow and tread and walk on the path of Indian culture. And that Indian culture begins with the footstep of Mother Cow. I'm so happy that you people in Nahar are doing so wonderful work. Though maybe at a very small level, doesn't matter. But you are doing wonderful work, I'm so happy to see. And in the association, especially the leadership of my brilliant, most intelligent student, I call him a Vilakshan, Pandit Vishnu Sharma. When he sits on the seat of the Pandit, reciting and speaking on the Bhagavad, you see his aura, what kind of light he throws on the audience. So in that light, that pursuit of light, in that aura, we all remain amused, remain bemused, remain joyful, and continue to do whatsoever you are doing. My only request to all of you sitting here and would be listening later on through this video, whatever you do, whatsoever path you choose to walk, keep cow and yoga with you. That is important. If you keep cow and yoga, because path means the way you travel. Path is the road you travel, and pathe you take with you while you go on traveling. So as patheya, you keep cow and yoga. Cow and yoga will lead you to your inner journey. And without inner journey, any outer journey is useless and futile. Thank you very much.